Alright, well, a lot of you guys know me. Usually I'm the guy working on the BMW stuff, but I also own this old Simplicity lawn tractor I picked up not too long ago, and it's a 52 12.5, but a lot of the 52 models are very similar. The only thing that's not original is the engine. I'm putting this video out here because part of the normal service on these things, in my opinion, is to change the hydrostatic fluid for the hydrostatic transmission. There's your reservoir down there. But all the videos I could find on YouTube described removing the whole transaxle and turning it upside down with a few models, and that might be the case with most of them. But with this particular model, you don't have to do that, and I found it by looking through parts manuals, and it turns out there's a plug right there. It goes in the bottom of this transmission, and I wanted to show you guys where that is, so that way you can change it if you want. But you can see it's dripping out now, and I had to take the rear tire off because the plug was kind of hard to get at and stuck. If you didn't have the deck in the way here and your plug was pretty easy to get out, you wouldn't have to take the tire off, but I did anyway. But the plug sits up in here just above your shift lever for your forward and reverse. So, like I said, I'm normally fiddling with the German cars or whatever, but it's a machine that needs maintenance, so I figured I would show you guys where that is so that you can change the transmission fluid a little easier. Sure as a hell a lot better than dropping the whole transaxle trying to get that out. And as far as the transmission fluid for this thing, it's some Peerless Deutz gear, I think 821 or something like that. They don't make the fluid anymore. So I wanted to show you too, again, before I forget. Where is it? There's a model tag right there, Peerless. There you guys go. 627-29710. So it's a Peerless gear. And everywhere I could read said to use some UTF or universal tractor fluid. And I got this at my local fleet farm, but it's what I'm going to use in it, and hopefully it doesn't blow up. But yeah, I mean, you think about it, that fluid's constantly getting sheared and worn down, wear and tear. It's a good idea to replace it. And I got the heads and everything off this engine right now. I had to clean it up and we'll get it going again. But I just want to make that quick video to show you guys how to change that transmission fluid in these things, because there is really no good video out there on this particular model on how to get that fluid out, other than the ones I've seen for other models where you take the whole transaxle out and you turn it upside down. Not for this guy. So hopefully this helps somebody. If you have any questions, just message me, and as always, thanks for watching. Okay, another thing I forgot to add. If you've ever done this before, you know how painful it is to sit there and wait for the reservoir to fill up. I have this thing still draining kind of right now because I'm trying to flush it through. But on this particular axle, there's also another plug up here. I'm going to take this off so you can see it. I filled the reservoir with fresh fluid, and it's been sitting for like 20 minutes, and that's how long it's taken to drop down so far. So there's another plug right next to the reservoir, right down in here. And you can actually fill that thing up full, and then fill your reservoir up, and then you should be good to go. You might need to top it off a little bit more after that, but it makes filling this thing a lot easier instead of sitting there waiting for that reservoir to fill up. I mean, you're still going to need to put some in the reservoir after you fill that thing full, but yeah, it'll make it a lot quicker. It's, putting the fluid in there and waiting 20 minutes for just one little, half a cup's worth going through, and this thing needs almost a quart. So as you can see, that's about how fast it drains out. I mean, fills up when you fill that reservoir. It's just pathetic. So yeah, they're both the same size plug. They're I don't have any English wrenches. They're probably an English size, but I used an 18. They came off. So yeah, just another quick thing that you can consider when you're changing the fluid on this thing is that plug on the top there. It definitely makes it a lot quicker to get fluid in there. I know that's in the transmission because I dumped fluid in there, and it all came rushing out the bottom right away. So that's a direct access to fill most of that transmission up. And then you just need to top off the reservoir and you should be good to go. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.